All my life, German secret societies that have to do with religion and politics, who infiltrate other people and make other groups and make friends with people in order to keep an eye on them and to control the competition, so to speak. It starts around when I was 15. I was first diagnosed when I was 13 with depressed with slightly psychotic features, and it was because I was high on a math test that I described what had happened, which was basically the symptoms of marijuana, which my parents never truly understood, and they came to the conclusion I had some kind of temporal lobe seizures. Okay, so anyway, I was noticed at Live Oak by the fathers of different patients or the family members. My physics teacher's brother was my father's patient. Some blonde girl that was trying to get to know me was my father's patient. And there was some blonde girl who knows that blonde girl that was trying to get to know me, who was the best friend of the Italian or Spanish or Hispanic girl, Maria. Okay, the determining factor for me having the system on me was Maria. Because after camp, there's the sheriff's daughter. Her name was Mimi. And there was also a Hispanic or Indian girl, it was hard to tell what she was. She could be either one, really, named Ariana or something, who liked cops and flirted with the cops who came, the Gilroy police, who Mimi's father was a member of. And then when I went to Santa Cruz, ironically, the female that caused me to go to county jail was the daughter of a police dispatcher. And I saw her on the side of the road when it was clear that we were in Santa Cruz to look for women. So I don't know if it was a coincidence or they saw what we were doing and planted her. It could easily go either way. But I very much doubt it's a coincidence that these people related to cops and these people related to secret societies kept an eye on me pretty much as soon as I stepped foot into public school. Because before that it was hard for them to get their specific secret society around me. But there was other secret societies, in prep schools and stuff like that. I'm not sure what secret societies they're in, but I see the signs. There's some, they could simply be law enforcement relatives, or they could be full-fledged Masons themselves, or they could be the family members of Freemasons who have their own secret society. You can look it up. Basically, bottom line is that Germans, what I see is the major factors. There's Germans, there's Italians, there's Japanese. My brother used to live in Japantown. There's Japanese mafia there, but they're not the main ones doing things. The main one doing things in America, ironically, is German secret societies. And then they collaborate with the mafia, kind of like Italy collaborated with Germany during World War II. These are the main guys doing something. And you see white Germans constantly mimicking other people. They think being Italian is cute. They like Tom Cruise in The Last Samurai. White people have big dreams of being martial artists, and they're the worst martial artists there are, except for when it comes to certain competitions in foreign countries where they're taller than everybody else and they take advantage. Remember, the average black person is taller than any other race. So to make the argument that being tall makes you a greater warrior automatically concedes my point. To make the argument that being familiar with martial arts for the longest makes your people the greatest warrior also concedes my point, because Africans have been doing martial arts longer than any people on this planet. Okay, to make a long story short, secret societies are scum. They're cowards. White people should not be given any credit for anything because they've had secret societies for a long, long time, going back to ancient Greece and when the Greeks and the Ptolemies entered Egypt, and going back before that. White people have been in secret societies probably since about the time of the Sumerians, okay, and they really started becoming secret societies that had with very little connection to nature, when the Greeks started taking over, and when the English and Germans and all the people, the Irish and all the people after that started having secret societies as well. It became like a superficial Ouija board kind of experience. Even before that, the Sumerians were kind of like, it's kind of like wannabes. Sumerians were like, the white people in a Crip gang or something. They had an understanding of the mysteries more than the average white person, but they were still the token white boy in the mystery schools. Thank you.